And I just want to ask you some questions. Ooh, yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to SKTV. It's beautiful afternoon here around the country in the United States. We'd like to welcome our listeners and our viewers from around the world. We have had lots of complaints, lots of questions uh, about SKTV. If we still coming on, what's going on, with us, what's been happening. Some people even accuse us of being bought. That's why we are quiet, or that's why we are silent. But that a normal thing. I want a normal thing amongst us. Uh, we tend not to ask questions and wait for answers. We ask questions, we answer our own questions. But hey, guess what? We are here today. Apart from this, we have regular lives, we have things going on, and so forth. And on top of that, Sekou wasn't too well. So, but overall, we're back. Welcome to SKTV. I see my man Milborn over there. Before I speak to the point, like, bro, my man, before I speak to the point, like, but what we did to you? What we did to deserve the kind of chilling that they brought up? What did
it? Look, Steve, don't put me in situation that
my man,
for me, I can handle it.
My man, I
don't put me, I can handle it.
But I'm not understanding you, my man. How you chilling like that?
How now?
They naked glasses say you eating a small glasses?
Because we eat a season month, so our season just starts. Because for us, no break, right? So we keep celebrating until we celebrate.
My man, I hold your una December so say. Because why you looking, you're chilling too much.
Steve, when the Christmas will be good, they say you can know for the Eve, right? Yeah. So my Christmas will be good. So as you can see, yeah.
I suspect before I speak to the Liberian people, I suspect something going on. I suspect something going on with you. I'm suspecting, highly suspicious of something. Why are you just enjoying that day?
When you're suspecting, I hope that you're suspecting privately. Because if you want to go to the other side, no, then you get it wrong. Because my enjoyment is based on the kind of work that I do here with Truth FM and the management, they are so good, to work in the kind of my environment. It's just something that's so amazing. So anytime you see me, my brother, even it's in the Bible, enjoy the fruit of your labor. Women enjoy the fruit. What kind of guy is this?
my man, let us tussle, my man. Let tussle and tussle. We tussle, my man. You chilling too much. Yeah.
No, let me tell you. How to chill.
Okay.
Because the reason there is very simple. The life that we live today, my brother, every man is stressed. No, Liberia is a country where the stress just too much. Let me be frank. Either when you graduate from the other side, you enter the other thing. When you move from the other thing, you go to the other thing. From the other side to the other side. So if you notice, all the people that are selling alcohol, right?
Mm-hmm.
There is no complaint coming from them. I don't know whether you have ever noticed that. No complaint from all those people that are selling alcohol. Because everybody want to chill the former president, William V.S. Todman, on the late. William V.S. Todman. So nobody want to be stressing herself, be thinking about Liberia problem here and there. The only thing we pray for is peace. So when there is peace, there is life, and we got to chill and enjoy our life. So my brother, we got to chill. So when you see me today, in fact, ask my brother to ask you as to how come you and I will have the same clothes on. How come?
We'll get to that. Don't bring noise in the town. Don't bring noise in the town because I see you wearing the same shirt. But before the show, when I spoke to you on the phone behind closed door not too long ago, to find out your location, which I can't disclose for security reasons. But then you're right.
Yeah, because I was on a little break, and when you have a little break, maybe 1 or 2 hours watching the games And you can't be sitting, to people, places, so on, and I drink less so drink, man, then not be good. So I
My
was
man,
sitting
that
so
thing what you are
far.
taking, that thing, let we talk so that thing what you are taking in that sound like soldering. Let we talk so and we talk so.
But
Don't make
man,
me
no,
bring, my man, I don't want to
no,
bring that thing in the public that you bring that. Anyways,
Steve,
you know what? Let me greet
Steve,
make your point. Let me greet the people because I don't want the people to be
Steve,
stating on who is
yeah,
better or
yeah,
who hasn't. Make your
yeah,
point.
Steve, you're right. Steve, my wife to be is listening. Please don't put me in a situation like
No, no, oh sorry, brother, I take it back. You see, I
Thank you.
take it back.
Thank you. Take it back.
That
Go ahead.
mama, that political talk, oh, mama, no
Thank
one
you.
there, oh.
He's smart.
That legal talk. My man, you know what? I repent. I repent. The thing why I say, I know why I'm talking.
My
Anything
man,
I
you
say,
don't know
mama,
what you're talking.
and I know what I'm talking about. I just appreciating my brother because it made two well dressed and it made shining a new man.
Because when the brother said no, then I mean like you the one that will accuse you for trespasses.
No. You need to forgive me. You need to forgive me. Yeah, have mercy. Let me ask the madam to have mercy. Mama, my in-law will fix it.
Thank you. He's smart.
But you say you like yo-yo again. I won't bring yo-yo
again. No, that's you know, either yo get bantry. So when you're gonna bring yo, don't cause sudden bantry. Sudden bantry when you find out that it's smart.
Political yo-yo number, but the other yo-yo there, it can bring noise.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's smart.
No, I can't take up, brother. I crazy say, I can't take up, man. The one who the whole Christmas say, just in Africa, especially like our tradition, you can apologize like that. When you apologize, you gotta get something for them to train the apology,
No permission, I want to come right now.
Man, I started now.
No, you never know. I think it's the best. No,
my man, that thing will talk. But my man, you gotta take out the goggle too now. The goggle.
No, mama, I would like to get a bad bigger rest. Easy already. Then no, the something that you put yourself into the namio, the man listen already. That you,
let's forget about that one. But let's forget about that one. We discuss that one being close to his family. But the goggle you eating. I mean, I can't make it.
I can't take it off. No, I can't. No.
Okay, I thought they want slow, so they matter when I get my man. The goggle, what you eating will put your marriage in situation. Like, hey,
no. Steve, you are one of the sponsor. So when you talk at this, so I know why you're fast. You want me to take it off or why you're fast?
Yeah, take it off for security reason. Take it off for security reason. You're looking too far. You don't want to bring noise.
All right. So for in fact, we're gonna remove the shits according to one sponsor. Yeah. So
as a strategic recommendation.
Yes. Seriously. Okay.
Remember, because anything you do, you want to be strategic. You want to be smart inside. You can't put yourself in situation you can't handle. So the way you not remove it now. But
we're not going right.
Yeah, let me greet the Liberian people, and then we can get updates from you. Then we can get other news and get straight into the program here. Ladies and gentlemen, like we said, welcome to this Saturday, December the 3rd, 2022. Welcome to this edition. Welcome to the show. Help us to share the show. We've been away for a while. Sekou is expected to be on with us today. Expected. He's doing much better since the last time we spoke. Sometimes early this morning. Yesterday and last night. Thanks for your prayers, but he will, if he does make it on the show, he will extend his thanks and appreciations to you. We want to welcome each and every one of you to the show today. Welcome to today's edition. Welcome to the show. We want to thank you for being here. Let's share the show, guys. Let's share the show. Today we have a lot of things to talk about. We want to speak to our people from Liberia. We want to welcome them. Those of you listening to us, we say welcome to today's show. Welcome to today's show. Welcome to today's edition. Today we have a lot to talk about. As you can see the topic, where do we go? We are looking forward into the future, not necessarily what's happening now, because what's happening now has laid the grounds either for progress or for problems for the future. And if we solely focus on what's happening right now, it will forget about what's ahead to start being proactive, pragmatic, or just being innovative, it could pose some problems for us as a nation, as a people. So we are here today to, we're here today to have this conversation. We'll talk about everything for the most part. Where do we go as a nation amidst everything that's happening or that's going on? We want to talk about it. There are a lot of things that's happening. Today, we'll also be making some projections. We will be making some predictions. We'll be confirming some things we've said and some of the trends that we are on today. We want to greet our people from Liberia. My man, as always, we want to reference the Liberian women, the most beautiful women on earth. As you write, we will recognize you really quick. It's been a while. We've been away. Happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you wherever you are in Liberia. We want to welcome those of you listening to us on the radio. We want to welcome Tao. Tao, I was in Philadelphia, I think a week or two ago, and I finally got to meet her. We met in person. She thought I was too shot because I was sitting there quietly and just chilling. Oh, shot, man. I why I didn't want distance. Yvette Cephas, we met at the inauguration. They had the Philadelphia Liberian Association inauguration. We didn't meet there at the event, but I saw her chilling. I was like, oh, okay, you be chilling here. All right, I see. Uh, Yvette Cephas, welcome to this show. Flomo Augustus P, welcome to this show. Joseph Conto, my man, finally, you've been away for a while. Bintability, welcome to the show. Press P Wallace, welcome to the show. Let's move down the lane here really quick. Let's move down the lane. Deconti, my sister Deconti, what's up? Sister, I need to come to so we can talk. Blair, Sampo, Batu, welcome to the show. Naomi, Mimi, welcome to the show. Orita, Flama, welcome to the show. Musa Sharif, welcome to the show. Fetus. My man, it's been a while. I know that man or that woman because I don't see no picture here. So I don't know what kind of, we'll put you in gender neutral, if you don't mind. So your gender X or your gender neutral, whatever you want to term yourself as. Those of you who don't have pictures in here, we assume that you're either male or you're woman. You are confused sexual until you can identify yourself. So whether you get man voice or you sound like a woman, we just, yeah. Yeah, because you're about to confuse us here. Put a picture, let us see your face. You're not better than who our face is on there. But anyways, my man, what's going on? Give us the latest from Liberia really quick. As you write, we'll recognize you. Give us the latest. What's going on in the country? What's
All right. So thank you so much, my brother and friend Steve. Even though you've been away and the team been away, want to say welcome to all of you. For those of you that just joining us, also want to say good evening. And is in the evening time, 17 minutes past 6 o'clock from what I said here in Liberia. And for matter of fact, today is the third day in the month of December and the 12th month in the year 2022. So I want to say good evening to all of you. Yes. So my brother, there are a lot of things happening here in Liberia. There are a lot of news, be it economy, political, and social news and so on. But when the news are just too much, sometimes you think about which one to bring on first and so on. But let me start with the politics. I don't know, but there are a lot of political news, especially coming from the My Gibi University Students Union. That is, I don't know, the Marisu or however they call it, but they were talking about the county or the 2023 election of maybe electing the sanction Minister Honorable Nathaniel Mange, which of sometime last week they were they called a press conference talking about people, in fact their own mothers, brothers, sisters, and so on, telling them that please, we don't want you people to vote for Nathaniel Mange because number one, he's a sanctioned president by the US of A. So we don't want you people to vote for him. So Nathaniel Mange was heavily criticized by the McGibby University Student Union. And apart from that, there's other news also coming from politics having to be the CPP or the team in the CPP calling for rally on December 17th in this month. That will be December 17th of this month, calling for the rally. In fact, they call "We Tire Suffering," and that is a team or that is a slogan for that rally without suffering. That is all Liberians should turn up on December 17th to bring out their own petition telling the world that they tired suffering. So that's other news coming from politics and the claims and counter claims of Liberty Party. I think we are still hearing a lot of news. Either the problem may either be solved behind closed door or whatever way it may goes. We still hearing a lot of news between the chairman and that of the political leader of the Liberty Party, and cross cross border politics. Yes, for now, nothing much in that. We haven't seen any political party crossing over to another political party. But how be it, let's go straight to um, energy. Yeah, so for the energy side of Liberia, we understand that the Liberia Legislative Corporation, or the LEC, was on yesterday or day before yesterday, put on the light officially coming from Africa Coast, and that light, according to them, that light going to serve Liberia permanently. That is, that light going to be and on for Liberians. So they said that light is cheap and coming from the CLSG, that is coming from Africa Coast. So for the energy side, that's the kind of news coming from LEC that Liberia will not be receiving permanent electricity as of day before yesterday. That means Liberia will be having stable current. No more that current go a lot, except maybe your transformer get problem and so on. And for that same cycle, the power theft co-chair headed by Madam Mary Bro, she also doing work making sure that she connect all the households here in Pinsville, especially or Dupont Road. So there are a lot of people always at the battlefield right there in Pinsville going there for the meters, making sure that at least they be part of the connection process that is ongoing by the LEC. So for the energy side, that's the kind of news. Then we'll come to economy. The rest issue, yes. There are a lot of we've been talking about the rest issue, and the government been giving a lot of subsidies to the rest importer or the rest importers, a lot of subsidies, and the subsidies been around 11 million, according to the information or the budget that been passed almost every time. They've been giving $11 million US to the rest importers to make sure that at least they subsidize the price, or to look at the price of the rice, and so that the price of the rice can be high in the market. But then sometime in this year there were shortage of rice, and there were holding and pulling and protests and so on for this same rice issue. So after all of these things and holding and pulling, and the government also realized that, okay, maybe in fact we used to give maybe 11 million, now we're going to add 9 million to make it 20 million, so that we can be able to subsidize the rice. But I think from what I'm understanding now is that entire thing may not materialize. So the price of rice has now been increased from $13 up to $17.50. So when it comes to economy, that's the kind of news coming from the rice price. So if you are there, the rice price now in Liberia is $17.50, and that is the retail price, and the wholesale price is $17. But for example, if you are living in Montserrat County, you may likely pay $17.50. But if you are living outside of Montserrat County, that's the question now. How much are you going to pay? That means you'll be paying something around $18 to $19. So, my brother, in fact, these are news coming from right here in Liberia.
Well, these are news coming from right here in Liberia. Well, please, as Martin and as Milborn can always say, please don't dare, touch the dial. Don't change anything. Just stay put, stay focused, as we can say in America. Stay put. In other words, stay where you are. Don't touch nothing. Don't change anything. Don't switch no station. In fact, I invite your friend and let them come to listen, because we'll put it in the simplest form as possible. We are very excited to be back. Let me just
Let
say
me
this.
just do it.
We are very, very excited to be back. Please don't take our absence for joke. We have been writing personally on our own pages. We have had the opportunity to go on Cindy's show in the afternoon on on you know Second Thought Afrique TV, and we've talked some national issues there. But we are here today to bring some of those conversations here. So we like to welcome each and every one of you. Those that are, let me really quick run over the list here again. Roland Canoa, River says Pro, you're welcome to the show. Justice we are. This Justice we are person here. You can't be having man picture and be calling another man sexy. That funny talk. Yeah, so
Yes,
change
sir.
the picture. You see, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't on that level. I'm not in that situation. I beg you, tell me
You
what
almost
inside.
like somebody calling me today. Hello, baby. I said, well, what kind of situation is this? You say,
Yeah, nobody say it. That woman saying it said that we know we can look at
hey,
it.
you
You
don't
get
do
man
that.
calling your friend man sexy. Don't do that thing. Don't do it.
Don't bring that kind of thing that beat
Yeah,
Germany.
and
Oh.
then I said, I
You
know
know,
what's going
Germany,
on.
you know, they have
You see
a
it?
sleep.
Yeah,
Germany, every start again, you the first Germany are preaching for the LGBT, right? That they
yeah,
have you don't do that kind of thing. So
yeah.
my brother, please, we're
Why
sorry,
you
huh?
get man picture then you be telling your friend man is sexy? What
Man,
kind of
you
situation is this?
sexy. What kind
What
of
kind
life
of
is this?
situation we get
We beg
Tony?
you, yeah?
Don't bring noise here. Anyway,
Yeah,
Ruth,
man.
welcome to the show. Saleh, welcome to the show. Let me look. I'm looking up the names here. Sorry if I don't say Ali. Welcome to the show. Sorry if I don't call your name. Yona, if I mispronounce your name or butcher your name, sorry. Yona Sabakra, welcome to the show. Uh, the person said that woman. Yeah, but that woman behind it, what they call that woman show of face now. Nobody's stupid yet. Nobody's stupid yet. You want confuse security? Don't bring noise here, man. We beg you. If you woman show face, mais bon, how you see it? Even though man, you come and get married, all that, you don't want noise in your camp, but if that woman at least show I'm
No,
sorry, I think about brother, I think about back.
no, but you're right. You're right. So show yourself. There's a Hebrew too. For those of you that watch, I know it's talking about right. Hebrew to show your face. Show your face.
Yes, no
Where your
face.
father? Where your father
Show
here?
face.
Show your
You
face,
not show
man.
face, you won't bring noise in the town. Show face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Show your
Anyway, let's
face.
move fast forward. Helena Wilson,
Mm-hmm.
welcome to the show. Alexander Boniface, welcome to the show. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
E. Barron, welcome to the show. Marula Moore, welcome to the show. Bella, welcome to the show. Justin laughing again. But anyways, my man, let me get in other news. Let me bring
Mm-hmm.
other news. We'll get to the musical break for 2-3 minutes and come back into the show. Today, on the show, let me just let you know now. If you don't get your feeling, that's fine. But today, the show will be, especially, our opponent who on the other side, sedition, you can't put yourself together. But let me give you other news. Unconfirmed reports, again, unconfirmed reports, not 100%. Unconfirmed reports.
Mm-hmm.
More than one report, unconfirmed report. SKTV cannot independently corroborate this information as of yet. We're still working on details. Unconfirmed reports say our men are worried from the CDC. And next week on the 9th, the list should be dropping. However, after speaking with some people this week, especially yesterday, there has been talk to push a listing to come up from a strategic standpoint. That has not been confirmed. What we are aware of is the list should be showing between the 9 and the 10. That means next week Friday, the list could drop either Thursday or Friday. But let's keep all factors constant. What his name? Akara's grave, Tomo Fala, all the men we're hearing that they're making the list small. We're hearing that I see my senior player. Let me recognize him. What's up, senior player Nestor? What's up? We go outside of politics. We go way back. My big bro, we cool. We're really, really cool. A lot of respect for him. That's how good to see you, Sion player. I know when I used to play for the college, he always, used to come there, encourage me. The only Liberian when he lived in Arizona, and I used to come to almost all of my games. Sometimes I would not invite him with chauffeur. So a lot of respect for Nestor Sen. He's a very good man. Very, very good man. A lot of respect for him. So, but yes, these reports are reaching about. On the other hand, our men worry. How do we handle the whole noise when the list drop? Because now the president has set a precedent wherein once the list drops, you will have to suspend those people, and eventually they will resign or you will fire them. And we're not stupid yet. We will get into the details when we get back from other news. In other news also, the issue of the Liberty Party. We have tried not to talk about the issue of the Liberty Party as much as we can. But the issue of the Liberty Party, from the local things, it seems to be coming to a full end. But here is the issue. Even if it comes to a full end, would the Liberty Party still come back together? That is the biggest question. Because I'm saying it here. You can't say you want peace, but you in court. It don't make sense. Peace that peace, quote that quote. We're not stupid. And somehow, like I said, we don't want to talk about this thing, but because we are stakeholders in all of the parties, we can discuss any party issue here. And nobody can tell anything. We can discuss any party issue on this particular platform. Nobody can tell anything. We don't take cues for nobody. You can be our best friend. We can be chilling. We're talking on the phone. When you don't do what is right, and we tell you behind closed door 1 or 2 times, slow down. Slow down. We will kind of problem and discuss the Liberian people issue to you. It may you don't call. It may you don't be friend or unfriend me, block me. Do anything you want to do at your page. I respect you. You see me say you want to say hello, don't say hello, keep it moving. But we're not going to relent. We're going to discuss all issues. So everything is on the table. Let's get back from this short break, and we'll discuss it. We also want to talk about we also want to focus on the most recent protest that was called, and we'll also point out where we think maybe folks from the ANC are making a huge mistake. You will get our take on it. We are back. Y'all knows it. We're not here for that thing. We're ready for our thing. Go to our thing. We're not on that thing with y'all. Like y'all bouncing around. Our position in change. Our position stay here. Quick way. Get to remember. And I will tell you why I'm playing this song. One of my favorite songs when I first started listening to CDC. I will tell you why I play this song. We no copyright to the song. Listen, y'all share the show. We'll be right back in a jiffy.
Amanda, Maipuye, Liberia, Maipuye, Chovia, Deble,
Trigger.
Aha, y'all on the road, the punch giant ready to take over.
Like
Y'all on the road, be Papa coming again. Y'all on the road, Papa Georgie coming again. Y'all on the road, Mama Joe coming again. Rossi, Dishan coming again. Now the whole country giant coming soon. Better move the road. I say you're better move your road. You is about to get away. Pulling back to get away. We coming again. Move on the road, CTC coming again. Yeah, move on the road, Joe, we are coming again. Move on the road, Mama Joe, we're coming again. Up in the road, CTC coming again. Now the whole country giant coming so. Better move on the road. Say you're better move your road. Take it away. Better get away. We coming again. We supposed to win the scheme. We coming again. Coalition for democratic change. Now the whole country champion they coming so. You better move on the road. I say you're better. careful. You big Paris and get away. Better get away. Yen say I'm on Imbo, I say I come at Deble, Mosigo corridor. Yen say I'm on Imbo, I say I come. See, shake your body, shake your body, why don't you shake your body?
I'm a dance again. Hey, you're saying all that joke. With dance this song. 2023 with dance this song. We will dance this song. But anyway, let me give you a quick update here. My man, 2023 with dance this song. Unconfirmed reports, and we'll try to confirm it before the day ends or so forth, and we'll report it to you either via our page or SKTV, that now 9 of the president executive protected officers or service members, the men gave it. They can find it. Nobody's stupid yet. The men they don't want to show it by the time. The men enjoy it. Not 9. I'm saying it again. 9 of them today. They won't talk about that. But we haven't confirmed it yet since we're working on the details. 9.
Because apart from that, also there are other news also in the football arena that there are players, that were taken from here in Liberia, 3 players, and they went in Europe and they escaped. So I don't know why Liberia keep escaping, especially those people that will be a son or maybe that are a son to the president running away. Then that means something wrong somewhere.
My man.
If
my
it
man.
is true.
My man. Listen, they play the noise coming from that president details and other things, so we now want to bring out other one. We can say anything we want to say. The president is the president. Anything that will concern killing somebody, and I answer. Anything that will concern harming somebody, and I answer. The one are in that holding people accountable. That the one are in. Killing another person or harming them, my hand inside, not in funny talk. But in all honesty, my people, in all honesty, I'm telling you, they say the president security, then we not leave all that BB term there. They say the president security, then now run away.
Thank you. That's what I want to tell you.
The minute say they not want to come back, the country the minute run away. So that means, look, let me tell you something. You know the reason I played that CDC song? You know the reason I played that CDC song?
No.
We will dance that song. Most already is in the show. It show what the president will be standing for. But the president joking around. The president joking around. That particular song. The country giant in town. Country. Then you giant again. But then the country giant might be bouncing around and misbehaving with our money. We're not stupid yet. We're in the country giant. We own it. We own it. And anybody else that won't be on it, let them be on it too. We inside. But let's get to the issue here. You started talking about the rice business because that's very important. That's going to create something serious, even in the next few days, on the issue of gas shortage. I want to announce to the Liberian people via the radio officially, start saving your gas because the gas noise will come up very soon again. Me, I don't care if you want to say a lie. I hate the country or I hate the one. Let's bring in bad news like your business. That's not my business. The fact is the fact. What is good news or bad news are the fact. I don't care for that. Your thing will be on. The government is confused. The government is a criminal government. Starting from the president to the people in the legislature and in the judiciary. The government is a criminal government. Criminal at the highest level. I say starting from the president. After the show, if you want to call me and say, oh, you can't say the president a criminal, you can't say with all no proof. Listen, you prove what you get. Go keep it. My own approval I get. Go. And I'm saying that for my mother, the president and the entire government. That criminal government is not serious about the Liberian people. Let me prove it to you. On April 6th, in fact, April 6th is a big day in Liberia. It's the day that we commemorate things. The Ministry of Commerce had a release. The Ministry of Commerce had a release. Y'all know me, but I don't get time for that thing. Joseph Boaga, who is the oldest man of all the people who running. If I can call Joseph Boaga smooth crook, and the other young people there, I'll lead that team, and we're discussing important thing here. For immediate release, here's what was written for immediate release. Listen to what was written for immediate release. Oh. Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. It has been observed that retail businesses are consistently increasing the retail price of bag of rice on the market, despite the fact that they are still purchasing at the wholesale price US $13. Listen, yo, this is important and it is interesting. We have to listen to this. The government is a criminal government, from the president to the chief justice to everybody. That criminal government is not serious. That no other way to describe them. That bunch of crooks, liars, and rogues we got in place. I say it, and my name is Steve Boley. I don't regret saying what I'm saying. I stand by what I'm saying. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry wants to inform it crystal clear that the approved government of Liberia retail price of bag of rice is $13.50 to not exceed $14. Unfortunately, we are receiving reports that instead of the government's approved retail price of $13.50, some businesses are selling a bag of rice up to $22. This is illegal, totally unacceptable, and must stop now. December 2nd, the government tells us that the rice will go to $17. After Samuel told us a few days ago that they were appropriating 11 million. So by right, if we're really calculating for this amount that they're talking about, $13 or $14, why did they add $3 there or $3.50? From April to December, what went on? And you're just the budget, you're just appropriated the money. So by right, we even so be talking about reducing the price down if you give money to the people or staying with the same price. Why you increase $4? Let me say this. I don't know who's advising these criminals, but I know that a bunch of criminals advising criminals. So that's why they're not making no progress. From a strategic standpoint, it's very wrong. No sense inside. It doesn't make any sense. From a political standpoint, you don't make these kind of decisions at this time. But there are reasons why these guys are making these decisions at this time. I have openly said and I ask questions on my Facebook page. Moses. I ask questions. That's my Facebook name, Moses. I ask question there. I asked 3 questions. The first question I ask is, will the election still hold? The second question I ask there is, when is President George Weah resigning? The third question I ask also is, how can we move forward as a country? I want you to know today that any question I ask, I know the answer to that question. That's why I ask the question. I don't wake up from the sky and just don't ask the question. I never drank in my life. I never smoke in my life. I'm alert and oriented. I have no criminal records. I've never been in trouble with the law. I stand by what I say in the United States. I stand by what I say. The questions that I ask, I know the answer to the question that I ask the question. There is something that we're not paying attention to that's critically important. First of all, these guys are doing very unusual things that don't make any sense. They're doing very unusual things that don't make any sense. As evidenced by that, the unusual things that they're doing that don't make any sense is you don't do what they did, the announcement they made. You don't do it, especially as a ruling party. Even if that was the case, couldn't you maintain it after the season? The season in Liberia is a very big thing, like the festive season. But I want to divert just a little bit before I come to the government. I want to come to the opposition. I want to speak quickly to the opposition before this show will open the line and we'll talk about the government and some of the things that's happening behind closed doors that you're not aware of. I want to come to the opposition. Let me tell you something. You are either oppositions or you are not. And I want to speak specifically to the ANC people today. There are times where we have offered free advice and recommendation from a strategic standpoint to all the opposition, the government, whatever it is. There are times we've done that. And it's good for the country. Opposition, your name opposition or your title opposition, enough for free, you are opposition. Any opposition that becomes government friend, you are not opposition again. The thing that oppose. Simple. Anything you oppose it. You're not there to. However, within the opposition, the government succeeded in planting some spies to gather information, both from the CPP. Even as I speak to you now in the ANC, there are spies that are established there, but the ANC, they know everything. But I want their business, who cares? And I care about that one because and I'm a party, and I'm party member, and I'm subscribing to no ideology. We're not on that level, me and then. So it is what it is, they'll figure that one out. They are spies. But here's what I want to bring to the ANC attention and the CPP attention. Here's what I want to bring to your attention. And I want to be clear about what I want to bring to your attention. Oppositions. I want to be clear. Host your rally. I'll say again, host your rally. Host your rally. The government has the right to protect the peace of the country. That's not you. That's not your responsibility. I'm saying it. Host your rally. This government is testing your resolve and your patience. Host your rally. I'm saying it to you. Jesus comes from heaven and talks to you. Muhammad comes and talks to you. Host your rally. There must be stop to this nonsense. Now, I'm seeing some people passing around from the ANC and wasting their time trying to defend Louis Brown. Don't defend Louis Brown. Louis Brown is his own man. Stay focused on the issue. The issue is you want to host a rally. Simple. Whether they want to say Louis Brown for Charity or he was fighting for Charity or he killed it when he killed that one, let them go to Louis Brown. You'll start wasting your time and being distracted by all these stupid things that are going on. Host the rally, stay focused with the rally, promote the rally, do what you need to do about the rally. Stop all this stupid waste of time that you're doing. It's not important. But because you're too sentimental, emotional, you can't even stay with a focused, strategic plan to execute a plan. You're just distracted by, oh, you got to go defend Louis Brown. Your last name, Brown? I see you're passing around with the red one thing, Louis Brown can lead the protest. Then everybody got to jump there and go defend. Seriously? Seriously? You are distracting and taking away from the protest momentum or the rally momentum that you should be holding. Protest never brings no war. Nobody should tell you that foolishness. Host your rally. Host your rally with pride and confidence. Stay focused. The government has a legal agreement with you. The fact that they signed that paper, whether the minister was aware, he wasn't aware that the minister business, no one cares. And guess what? The stadium is for Liberians. Enough for CDC, enough for Joe Weah, enough for nobody. The stadium for Liberians. The fact that you're keen to an agreement is an agreement. Don't host your rally. Don't start wasting your time with all this stupid talk on the side. Oh, Louis Brown. Then everybody got to go there. Oh, but Louis Brown, they got to be justifying. Oh, they ain't going to bring you rate. That's exactly what they want you to do. To get away from the issues. But because your strategies are limited, you don't want to waste your time on things that don't matter. You don't stay on the issues. You're passing around wasting every Tom, Dick, and Harry that rests on your Facebook, you got to go respond to them. You got to get into a big fight, a big misunderstanding about what you want to do. And I rally your own host. What a Louis Brown announced the rally? What a Cummins announced the rally? What a Mariah announced the rally? What a Dr. Francine announced the rally? It don't make any difference. What makes a difference is you want to host a rally. That's the issue. That's what it should be about. What thing you're passing around giving yourself a hard time with? And Louis Brown announced the rally. Also, Louis Brown announced the rally. Then I rally you're going home. Then I rally you're going home. Let's start wasting your time. I see some people from the United Party and other people bringing all kind of stupid things because Bwaga never announced rally. Let me tell you something. Let me say this to you. Like I said, you are opposition. You don't want to be opposition like your business. But like I said, if you're waiting on United Party to concur with you to host that rally, you're wasting your time. Anything you will do that will put Cummins or the CPP on the map, United Party is not in favor of it. The other opposition members, some of them are not in favor of it. You start wasting your time. If you will amalgamate forces with the ones that you got, the Liberian people that see fit, that want to go to the rally, let them go there. The day United Party people ready to host their own too, if you choose not to go there, that's fine. But you need to stay focused. You need to stay focused. You start wasting your time, and you'll get with the issue, and you'll get with the program. The rally is necessary. It must be held. I don't care if the United Party would have called for it or who would have called for it. This nonsense must stop. And this idea of trying to stop rally in the country, whether directly or indirectly by the government, is insensitive, is stupid, is foolish. You need to get with the program. You have been accused as a government of being intolerant, violating people's rights. Whoever told you guys waiting to go in public, and try to prevent this rally, and I see Jefferson Koji passing around and Moluba Molu. Let me send a message to Moluba Molu. Moluba Molu has been quietly holding the party down while he was fought. I don't know him. From the records I've gotten, I've heard about him. He seems to be a cool guy, even though he can be a con artist at times. But generally, he's cool by nature. He's very cool by nature. That's what I've heard. I don't know him. But that is the assessment of him. Moluba Molu, please don't put yourself in a situation where you will end up, after George Weah, you will end up very useless, and you'll be unable to even sit down in bus to travel to another country. Stay focused on the party base. This is bigger than you. Continue to do your party thing. If you think there's still hope in the CDC, continue to daydream that. That's okay. Don't let them use you as a stooge. They have almost ran out of options. They've ran out of options. Jefferson Koji is showing unwanted attention to himself again for no reasons, but he will come back in the limelight. You remember the letter that was written during the CPP court case, the letter that was leaked, the note that was leaked from the consulting firm, and in that note I still record vividly. I'm going to paraphrase here that they're reopening Natana McGill's case. I hope Jefferson Koji will shut his mouth, sit down, and stop misbehaving and acting like a talk, but that's not what he wants to do. That's okay. It's okay. If you want attention, you can get attention. But my recommendation, open it to the opposition. And not everything you can support. Something that even if you're not supported, you don't support it. You have your position, that's fine. But you're who in the CPP, ANC, supporter, coming, supporter the other person, if you choose to do your rally, you'll stay focused. You'll start being distracted with people telling you that Louis Brown called the protest, and the other person called the protest. If the protest is for a reasonable reason, I don't care who calls it. Let me tell you today. If the protest is for a reasonable reason to benefit the Liberian people, I don't care who calls it. I give a hoot rap. I don't. And Costa, you're listening to Costa here trying to collect bribe or whatever it is. And Costa called June 7 protest. Some of you, the same people who are opposing Louis Brown, whatever it is. Costa collected bribe from the Unity Party or other people. And you're listening to him on radio. What do you guys do? And you still supported the protest? Listen, what are people want to claim Louis Brown, call the protest, Louis Brown, the person side, the opposing side? Listen, the protest is legitimate. You go for it. This rally, you need to focus and you need to go for it. If you don't want to go for it, you want to be on distraction, the other stupid thing, then you keep being in a distraction. When you need to focus. That the rally you're going for. Anything you're thought it should be about the rally. Whether they want to Louis Brown thought, they want to do, they want to do that one. Let them go sue Louis Brown. Let them do what they want to do with Louis Brown. That they are Louis Brown business. You stop trying to defend everybody and trying to make case for everybody. No. That the rally you're focused on, that the rally you should focus on. Don't get distracted by these people. You stay focused for once. Focus on the issue. Be deliberate about what you want. And you don't cave into this CDC stupid thing, what they're talking about, how they do they want, and they do that one, and they do they want, and you can't use the one. You go to the stadium. That CDC responsible to hold the peace of the country. And now you go to the stadium. You go to the protest, to the stadium. You're not going to Joe Hall. You're not going to the legislature. The stadium is for all. In fact, I'm not Joe Bay, and I'm CDC Bay. The last time I checked, that Samuel Kedo. So that foolishness there, if you'll stay with the protest, you'll stay with the protest. If you'll not stay with the protest, you'll stop wasting your time. You'll leave the distraction. That's my advice to the opposition community. That's my recommendation. And that's all I get to say about the protest. Whether they bring people, they rare, you can't take your money by any money with there. And you get receipt. You show faith. You show faith. You show faith. You show faith to the venue. You show face to the venue. If they bring police there, you said to you'll be there. Any police that bring police, they're not just bringing police to say they don't understand like bringing it. You'll be there. You'll do the protest. The police will join you. Certain time will come. The police will join you. This is a strategy from the CDC to ensure that they prevent you from speaking against what the president has done that is disgraceful, shameful, and embarrassing to the country. What President George Weah did a few days to go out of the country and stay there for no reasonable reason is shameful, is disgraceful. Now, another thing I'm hearing is the electricity, supply electricity. Let me tell you something. Anything that comes from CDC, check behind it. I'm saying it again, check behind that whole electricity thing. They probably not lie to the Ivorian people. These guys cannot be trusted. They are criminals by nature. Anything they do, that temporary thing. Anything they do, that temporary thing. Fiasco. I say, they're not serious-minded people. They're not serious-minded people. Anything they do, that temporary thing, to impress you, elect somebody who get dirty clothes in the house, who is dirty. When they wear perfume, they can't also, my friend, you are still dirty. That's why I'm speaking my common language. You are still dirty. Whether you wear new clothes, you don't do your laundry. But every day you wear new clothes, but the laundry packing your hot dirty, you dirty. Smell good all you want, you still dirty. How the CDC government looking. When you hear them talking the brain rule, and they brought Chinese lad, my people, and they brought Chinese lad, they say they're going to electrify the place. Where they lad? That me also food 2 times. That me, we get a parable in Liberia, say food a woman to pregnant or food asking woman to win a child. That means CDC is all food. Me. CDC is all food me. Position me. That me. Joria, Samuel Twe, Mageo, and what the other one in Eugene Nangbe that didn't want to position me. And I be happy. Me? As you so lie to me more than one time. My Liberian people, you don't fall for that foolishness they're talking about. They get lead, they bring lead, the lead will lasting, it will last long, it will do that one, do that one. You get lead? And we come here the lead noise again. We're talking that one year. We are saying it again, we are predicting to you the people are lying. They don't do anything durable. So they're not professionals. They're not. Let me tell you something. These things don't just come overnight. They probably not pay small money somewhere to impress people. All that thing what they're doing. So they are liars. These guys are liars and criminals. They're not serious for the right thing. Don't buy into that. They not bring lead, and the lead will electrify the whole country, and the whole country will be electrified. Liberia, light problem from 19. Unity Party government who got more money more than you. Store the money, couldn't take care of electricity business. And you can solve the whole light problem in Liberia. After 5 years of failure, you will solve it in 1 year to election. No, in 10 months to election. And so we'll listen to you. That means we'll listen to you. And so we'll encourage the Liberian people to be bouncing around. You won't be temporarily excited for it. You'll be temporarily excited, yeah? But I'm saying again that the North will come up then, electricity, go mark it down. Electricity North will come out. Gas North is coming up again. These boys are not serious. They don't want to do what is right. President George Weah did not come to do what is right. He's a criminal facilitator. He's a crook. And he's a problem for himself and for the country. I don't want to say that my own mouth is coming from. It's not coming from nobody's mouth. I got nothing personal against him. But his record has shown that he's not serious for anything. And as that, I will call it as that. There is no other way I can call it. Whether he's the president of the country, whatever it is, or you want to take it personal, you want to take it diplomatic, that's your business. I don't care. I will say as it is. President George Weah is not serious. He's not serious to do what is right. He will not do what is right. He will not. It's not him to do what is right. He's not willing to do what is right. Nobody should say, oh, that people are advising him. No, nobody advising him. He's a grown man. The last time I checked, was still trying to 50 to 4 on what it is, but it is what it is. He's a grown man. So we need to cut the crap out and hold him accountable for what's going on. He is a grown man. So that is only. But I want to come back to President George Weah's trip because there is something important that we're not paying attention to. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. The 2023 elections The 2020 Taylor Gibson, I challenge why Mago Gaming. I challenge a whole generation. I challenge any one of them. I challenge them. I challenge. I don't want to call it on the show. Why Mago Gaming, that ugly short old man, liar, crook. I challenge you. Any day, I challenge him. Why Mago Gaming, who went Liberia, they treated him and nothing, but because he got a slavery mentality at his age, that somebody might be giving small money being a closed door. I challenge him. I stand on with this point. I stand on. You can try that fully now on me. I challenge him any day. I challenge why Mago Gaming, Prince Sherry, that whole stupid crew. I challenge all of them. I challenge them any day, anytime. Any day, anytime I challenge him. You will understand that the sheep can move together, but not get the same price. I challenge that fully old man. I don't want to say he's a foolish old man. Let me tell you something, fools can grow old. You know that? Why am I going to get not start being foolish today? You're foolish at a young age. That's why at his age, he's kissing up to some of the why am I going to get what to carry like friskiness, man? You can't bring it around me. I've standing with those I didn't want you to see in league. That all of they used to take money from McGill and tweet them so they can bring that food in there around Stanton. And so bring that into me. He know what's up. He knows. I challenge him. I'm saying that. And I haven't done it. I call him. You say GF and talk. I say why Mago Gaming. That ugly short, crooked criminal papi. I challenge him any day, anytime. I challenge him. Anywhere he want to bring it, I can take it there. I challenge him. I don't go behind all the talk. I don't stand on. I don't mince my words. I don't. But let's move to national issue because he's not important. He's not important. He is not important. I only wanted to throw an open challenge to him. That fully now I carry on Stanton. I've been criticizing Joe. If what he name as a winger can tell us say some of that we die when criticize President Joe, we're not that of my God. My can make what think about me. Hey, go check my record. Hey, Clay, let go. There you go. I ain't standing on that fully now on that level. I'm not on that level. So I challenge you. Just send a message to him, send a video to him. That's why I call him name. I call him name so he can know that I'm up for the challenge. I call him name. I'm not going to call GDF, they want that one. That GDF, high FM, whatever it is, it's not important. I said he used an entire county name to bring it to disrepute. So I don't want to, I'm not going after the poor grand GDF. No way, I can never do that. These are respectable people. But I challenge that short, ugly, corrupt, foolish old man. Why am I going to give him? I challenge him any day. He's a funny man. You will know what I mean. You will know what's up. He ain't saying he can do research. He ain't going to dig deeper. He ain't going to see who can really dig deeper. If a president who or he goes to the bathroom, I can know the president go to the bathroom that he. Oh, man, not important, man. But let's get to the issue here. Let's get to major issues. Because there are major national issues that we need to talk about. Something is going on that we're not paying attention to, and we need to pay attention to it. These guys are setting the prerequisite for elections to now hold 2023. And the one I'm saying here today, many of you would not believe, but the prerequisite, everything has been set. The first thing I want you to think about, and we'll open the lines. We will open the lines. We'll open the lines. The first thing I want you to think about is every money or all monies that have moved around in Liberia for the most part has the signature, the connection, the knowledge, the approval of Samuel Twe, which in most cases should be the case. Should be the case for the most part. And I think it's important for it to be the case because as part of his responsibilities, that's what needs to happen. He needs to approve it. Mind you, Samuel Twe had an accident that required him to have been flown out of the country, which means, in other words, we got to revisit as to how the monies, distribution, payments, and other things will go on, how funds will be appropriated to be distributed. Does his deputy kick in automatically without his consent? Because he's probably not at a place where he can consent legally. But Samuel Twe told you before he got in the accident that checks are signed in his name or using his signature, some of that he doesn't know about it. Many people laugh when he said those things to the Senate, but it's not a joking thing. Samuel 12 was speaking in code. He was giving you message. He was telling you exactly what could happen, so he's not held liable and accountable for what happened to our money. Samuel 12 can come back few weeks or months from now and say he doesn't know about certain transactions. People signed it in your name, and he will say he told you. You need to start thinking ahead of these criminals when they are laying their alibis and setting the basis for the criminality so that they are not held accountable. You need to start thinking about it. That's the first thing I want you to look at. The second thing I want you to also look at is how long, because up until now, maybe the public does not even have the status. They're making it a top secret. The status of Samuel 12. What is his recovery? How far is he? When do we expect him back? Because again, keep in mind, this is the man that is on top of our money. Any transaction, or most of the transaction, go through him. Whether he claims he knows about it or not, his signature is there or not. We're talking about money business here. So does that mean that if it would take Samuel 12 3 to 4 months, 5 to 6 months to recover, that means all transactions might have to be put on hold till he's fully recovered in order to disperse money or to move things around? Who's in his role? Who's doing what at this point? The Liberian people need to be asking, because elections cost money. Are they using this now as a way to stretch this thing? You need to be thinking about it. So when we start asking these kind of technical, critical, analytical questions, we're asking it because we have read the minds of these guys. We know where they're headed. These guys have failed miserably. They're looking for everything. They're looking for everything and anything to hang on, to not be held accountable. They know. They're looking for any loophole. Imagine an entire finance minister of the country comes and tells you that some checks are signed, but he doesn't know about them. Does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense to you? So if he doesn't know about them, who's under him that's signing these checks or that approving these checks? How is his signature being put on these checks or these places without his knowledge? Mind you, by that time, he know how accident. He was alert and oriented when he made this claim. These things are important for us to think about, my people. I'm saying it. The reason I'm saying it public is because I want for you to start thinking and prepare yourself mentally and physically for what is at hand. These guys are laying the basis to not be held accountable. They're laying the basis, more likely so, to not hold an election. The stage is set. If you think this is a joke, think twice. Think twice. Since Samuel 12 left, who do we hold accountable? What's going on now? Have our people received payment? Before Samuel 12 could get into the accident, our people never received payment though. The whole money payment was left in limbo. How do civil servants get paid? How long more will people have to wait before they get paid? Because per the articles I've read so far, Samuel 12 also told the Senate, we think this is a joke. Samuel 12 did tell the Senate that it was expected that by the end of November, people would have been paid. And by December 15, the people would have been paid for all of their arrears. They're still owing the people. They have not paid civil servants. They are still owing the Liberian people. They have not paid civil servants. They are. So I want you to think about it today. I want you to really think about it. And Samuel 12 might not be around to go and sign or negotiate some of these deals that were in the pipeline. He was the key he was the person for those. Has his deputy been designated to do those things? All of these updates, all of these things need to be cleared out. We're in December. We're in December. The biggest question is, how long is he going to be out? Have we gotten any updates? My people here need to think about these things. These are some of the conversations these guys don't want to have. Up until now, we're being told the budget has not been passed. It hasn't been signed. The president put hold to it to go chill. And I know if he come back on the 18th. And I know, yeah, that's why he wrote. I don't respect what the president say because he has proven to be a liar. I don't respect what he says until he does what he says. I don't trust what he says. He has proven to be a liar over more than one occasion. And so for me, that's a red flag. If y'all want to believe what he says, that's fine. It is your right to believe it. But I don't believe what he writes. I don't believe what he says. I believe what he does. So these are some of the things that we need to start thinking about. This is a place where we are now. What do we do as a nation? How do we prepare ourselves for these things? If there is no election 2023, does that mean we're headed for an interim government? You know, I was talking to a friend of mine who said to me, my man, you can't say this on the air and you can't say that. I said, I can say it. I can say it. I say, I can say it. I say, I can say it. Because the age of technology, where we have come so far, is meant to disseminate information. It's meant to pass on information to our people, to reawaken our people, not necessarily to create chaos or problem, but for them to be informed, to prepare themselves for the eventuality. And that's what we need to do. We can't keep it. That's something that concerns the people. And that's what we are in the age of technology. We talk about the things that concern people. When baby food business, when they had the baby food in America shortage, yes, that was something that was meant to be chaotic. But the government had to come out and let the people know what they were doing to mitigate that, what they were doing to do this. When there is shortage of something, the government will come and let the people know exactly there is shortage of something. They're working on it, how long it would take. The estimate, they gave an ETA about things that will arrive. And for those of you who don't know what ETA is, it's estimated time of arrival. They let people know. And not for us to just wake up one morning and you come and read a press conference and say rice price will increase to $17.50. And automatically the Labrampo just supposed to adjust to that. Yeah. Automatically, our people just will wake up in the morning, you cut down the salary, quote unquote harmonizing. But then the country is already hard. And you take rice price to $17.50. And when you want to talk, you got some of these hypocrites around the world. Some of them live in Liberia, but they're slaves because they had to be writing these stupid comments and then taking picture of it, snaps, and sending it to somebody for somebody to put $10 on the meaning or whatever it is because they want to live as slaves. You got the other bigger slaves who are in America living here, got jobs, but they still got to be sucking up to their friend men and making excuses for them, lying for them. We come and tell you, but not only rice is able to eat, and other countries that can eat potato, other countries that can eat, and they're supposed to adjust and eat cassava, and they're supposed to adjust and eat. Okay, I see your lies. Oh, they're supposed to adjust and eat plenty. Like people just lazy. It just depends on right all day. That's why I see the call Mexico fence, and we are Shians then saying, because the word Shian in French means dog. That's why I see you're saying. Well, that's not how people make adjustment. That's not how it works. And so you can impose these things on the Liberian people and just expect overnight for it to happen. You can't do that. Or they might just adjust. They might change their diet and go look for plantain or cassava or edibles. Or it's time for them to start making farm. Okay. I see. Instead of saying, what does the government doing to mitigate this? What's really going on? What is the 11 million that was appropriated for the rice? Where is it? Instead of asking these questions, we're telling the people to go and make overnight fix and adjustment. That's what we're trying to tell the people to do. That is exactly what we're telling the people to do. Let's just go and adjust. Let's just go and fix this. Let's just go and fix that. Let's just go and do this. Okay. Well, then we are here to tell the people, you don't have to be put into those constraints. You don't. You don't. Not because some government official decide to put the money that's going to go to you for food in their pocket, buy houses out of the country and do other things with it, transfer money here and there, then you have to automatically adjust your diet. No. It shouldn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way. So the last question I ask also is when President George Weah is resigning. Many Liberian people don't like to hear that. Some of the opposition members who are spies, when you look on the paper, opposition are more than the ruling party. I got an announcement for you. In the legislature and other things, and so by right, the speaker, the pro tem, and other people, these different leadership positions needed to be occupied by opposition. Yes, by right. But sad to say, when you heard or when you hear CDC telling you that they were going for 12 years or 24 years, it is because these same opposition members made a deal with them before they could come to power. They didn't say they were going for 12 years or 24 years because they were coming to do what is right for the Liberian people to put in there. No. They already agreed upon it. As evidenced by that, they negotiated with the United Party for what he needs to be speaker, but for Chimas. Because the United Party had a number at the time to retain the speakership. How Prince Moe became deputy speaker. That's what it did. That's exactly what happened. That is exactly what happened. And that's exactly what they're doing. They show President George Weah that he was going to go for 12 years. That's why, even in the failure of CDC, they still think in their mind that they have to have 12 years because Ellen had 12 years. Yeah. They will tell you that after our 12 years, then this will happen. After our 12 years, then this will happen. And that's why some of the opposition members that you see acting the way they're acting, and you all know them, it's because they want to be able to keep their part of this bargain. This deal that it may be unclosed, though, they want to hold off onto their part. They do. They do. So they come in and act like oppositions. They're not oppositions. They're not oppositions. It don't make any sense. They're not oppositions. They're not oppositions. I'm saying it to you. They're government agents. They're planted to vote what the president wants. They use the brown envelope. They collect the money. They collect the envelope. They want to collect that one. Yes. Anything the president said, they agree to it. They're not opposition. And because we follow them and we study them and we know exactly who they are, that's why we're able to predict to you that CDC downfall will come from within CDC, not the opposition. There are few people who are oppositions. The rest of the people that you see passing around, they're not opposition. No, they're not. I'm telling you that they're not. They're not opposition. Majority of the people you see passing around, they're not opposition. Don't get carried away by that thing that we see them when you read sometimes they are holding President Joe, we are accountable. They finish discussing it behind closed door. Oh, we can't hit you high, and then later on, just for the people to, my man, we can't blow our cover, man. My man, we can't blow our cover. And everything. Sometimes to just allow, let me just cost you in public. Let me just raise the people hope and just raise the momentum. They're not opposition. I'm saying it to you today. They're not. You don't have to believe me. Just watch their behavior. Watch what they do. They're not oppositions. They're not. I will say it to you again. They're not oppositions. Even the choices and the decisions they make, they're not oppositions. They're not. To the young people, more Ali opposition to you. Cause that opposition. You'll get jokes. You got serious jokes. You got serious jokes. What kind of opposition elects? Go and vote. Okay, Primo he left, begins senator. Primo he begins senator. But right, any opposition so will take the deputy speaker's seat. But opposition then went and vote there. Or ruling party man to be deputy speaker, then you say you opposition. How you can be opposition? How are you opposition? How are you opposition?
Well, you're still downing and wanting with the same system.
Yeah. And how do you do the check and balances? How? When you have the people who's will be at the top, you're supposed to be. You know why in a country today Barack Obama is campaigning in what the place name? Atlanta, Georgia. You know why they're campaigning? To retain the seat in the Senate. That's how you make decisions. But you take everything you give it to them. You get opposition leader there who were in front of the dual citizenship thing. The whole government. That's so criminals.
Yeah, so my brother, so when you look at the entire system, sometimes you feel so disappointed. Sometimes you feel so weak about the entire system because, for example, even the Davos dinner, right? All the tough talking, in fact, talking about how the economy is in the toilet and how everything, was bad off, to see him, moving the way he's moving, then that also tells you that we got to be careful as people because, I don't know, you just said something and really allow you to talk because, we've been saying a lot of things, but when coming down to this opposition stuff, and seeing the way the people are behaving, it tells you that we as people too also got to be careful because sometimes the people use us, to get what they want. Because, like, for example, people like Mo Ali, right? No, but let's be frank. Even if Mo Ali is in the opposition or something, or maybe on one way or other, right? But people like Mo Ali, they have no moral. No, I mean, we got to face their country, together. Without leaving anything behind. Mo Ali have no moral. With that recording, another thing that come up for him or years ago, it speak that people like that, they have no morals in this country to talk on any issues. But these are people that are closely behind the scene, interacting with the same system, collecting and doing things in the name of opposition. It's bad. Look, my brother, even for me, that's why I keep saying, if I had no other political party, for me, look, what the essence of you criticizing things? Because the Bible says you should clean your eyes, take the coal from your eyes. So if you come out and say bad things or do things the worst, then you come out and tell people, other people that, yeah, what you're doing is bad. No, then I mean, in fact, you're not doing the right thing. Then you are behaving like Pharisees. You are behaving like someone who know everything but pretend like what they or in fact what they are saying or what they're doing is not the right thing. They want to tell you and I that what we do is not the right thing. What they're doing is the best. It's bad. So back to the oppositions, my brother, and this is something that is so frustrating. You know, I hear you talking about Louis Brown. The people reactions towards Louis Brown statement and standing up, you know, coming up as a person to lead the rally. Granted, everyone will have their own view. Even within the same opposition, people will come up with their own view as to, hey, you know, this person helping us as a person, or maybe as a range, or maybe as a leader for us. Now, who is this person? Who is this person? How that person is moving about? How, you know, has this person impacted our life? All these years, we've been struggling. Oh, okay, because it's election time, so now we are seeing the person. So people always have their own say. So, my brother, like he's saying that these people, they come to collect, they come to down and want, they come to get what they want from the people, and that's just the kind of thing we face with here in this country. So, Steve,
my man, before we go to before we go to the line, you know, there's some things that don't make sense, but it had to take you to think deeply to make sense. I don't want to go into it today, but I want to leave two instances I want people to think about, because these two instances would have to make you to think farther, deeper, and bigger. You said something about Senator Darius Dillon. Senator Darius Dillon is a friend and a brother. I supported Senator Darius Dillon. I would support Senator Darius Dillon over Thomas Fowler again if there is an election. Even though Thomas Fowler and I were from Lofa. Even though that is to tell you to what extent is about the issue. Again, I will support Darius Dillon again. If the opportunity arises of if the CDC presents the same candidate against him. But something interesting about Senator Darius Dillon that I'm investigating, I'm looking into. The 15 minutes call with using Abochi's office to President George Weah. Let me tell you something. Talking to somebody on the phone for 15 minutes.
Abochi almost like godfather for Darius Dillon, so that one is clear.
We're coming there.
So I don't want to tell you that.
15 minutes talking on the phone, that long time. Especially to somebody that you oppose. Listen, 15 minutes talking on the phone to somebody you oppose. It's long. What's also interesting is Abochi with the ruling party admitted to giving Senator Darius Dillon money and supported his campaign. Those are interesting factors. There's other two that I will not say in public because we're working on closed door behind it. Let me tell you something. Let me say this to everybody. I will just be honest to everybody. If you think this is I'm a boy, I'm a friend, I'm a thing. When I think if you think that's why I'm on, you need to think twice. I'm not on that level with politicians. I'm not on that level. Especially when you present questionable things. Then we have to look at some things. We have to reevaluate some things and structure and position some things. But we are getting there. And when we get the connections and put these things, put the dots together, we'll talk about it in public. I don't care who feels some kind of way. And again, I don't care if you choose to say hello to me, to unfriend me, to not be my friend. I don't care.
And the problem, Steve, is that people want to bring up, their own personal feelings, and forget about the country, and it's bad. So for those of you, let me be frank, whether you like it or not, we got to change some of these things. We got to develop the country. And one of the best way that we can develop this country is, no, if you go America, especially for those of you that are following us live from America, some of you, I guess that you take pay almost every Friday, right? Because of the system. Every Friday you get your salary because of the system. And you pay all your bills because of the system. We're fighting hard for that same system to be right here in Liberia. Not in one person's pocket. Not in somebody maybe trying to make things work because maybe before you bring company, for example, my brother Steve want to bring a lay, maybe water company here, and still got to pass through the other person, settle the other person, go to the other person, and all of the kind of thing. No. So when you are talking about this, my brother, we're talking about moral life. We're talking about life that will better our generation on tomorrow, even when we are dead and gone. So we got to say all of these facts. It's not because you for me or maybe I'm for you. So if you go, because tomorrow there will be tomorrow, 2023 is coming, October 11, and the people will go to the pool, and you and I will talk all these things that we're all talking today. But when the people go behind the ballot box, they're where they're going to decide. You like it or not, the person going to vote who they want to vote for. So all these things that we're talking, it's just about us bringing out all these things that are making the country to go backward. So for those of you that are commenting, if you're commenting, and maybe you're taking the other way, maybe you want to feel that, maybe you want to, maybe to make someone else, or maybe to feel happy, you're missing out, my brother. You are missing things out. Yeah, so Steve, I don't know whether we can go to the line or you have something to say?
Yeah, let's get to the line. Let's get some calls here, and then we'll call it a day. Let's get some calls, if you can, please.
So you want to start from the side, or you start right there in Liberia?
Let's start from you.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so today the other phones down. So we gotta use my own phone. So the numbers to call is 0770 20 31 25. Again, 0770 203125. Please, 1 minute. If you have, and maybe you want to disagree, or maybe you don't want to give your own input on what we're discussing, 1 minute, please. 0770 203125. Again, 0770 20 31 25. And to this first caller, hello.
Yeah, good evening, Kula.
Yeah, my brother, good evening. What's your name and from where you join us?
Yeah, this is Charles Cooper. I come from Duboro.
Okay, Charlie, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I think something is seriously wrong with the governance system of our country, especially on this regime. I can't understand what is happening to Liberia. I learned that this month we should start voter registration.
Exactly.
And up to now, there's no zero voter awareness or standardization. It's 12 days to go. Let's tell December. You think we're ready our election on the
Melbourne.
Yeah.
Hold on, call for 1 second. I want to answer your question.
We are still suffering with the sense of the government and fail to learn from our mistakes. Up to now, there's no voter awareness, and you are saying that we should have a digital system. We don't know if the time will be extended. Nobody telling us anything, and nobody cares. When you say the opposition causing problem, when the government law maturity, my brother, is a serious problem.
Seriously.
The Nigerian people can open their eyes. They should not tell us that there's still news of suffering, that they just see suffering as a normal way of life, and people just feel that thing is normal in Liberia. Things are not normal in this country. All of this people dead, maybe. But you know how men boss, the vampires, they cannot see, they have ears, they cannot hear. When you tell them you have the ball, just get balls. What if the man about 55 years we still calling him Paul. Where's that? Where is broken Timothy?
All right, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much to this caller. Steve, I come in. I know that in further election commission issue, I think either
Yeah, let's take a
tomorrow
call.
we
Take a call.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, take a call.
Yeah, but for the good evening. What's your name and from where you joining us?
Good evening to you. Good evening to our command to the chief from the transfer engine.
Okay, go ahead.
This is coming from Mohammed Kane from Tora. Let me applaud you, and I think agreement with the first quarter of call, okay? Because I think if we can rectify, I think these are the things, the matches that came out again during the
Census.
The census aspect, okay, between the common director and the deputy. Now, I think if you can remember, I think I listen to, I think I don't know what I think, one of the vegetation, I think there was a misunderstanding again between the chairperson, the other national, and one of the co-chair, okay, because can you imagine they said December 15th is going to be the product.
Yeah, for Monserrado, I think I know the fourth region.
And they are there, no, when even based on the census aspect, okay, if I say this for me, I've been counted there, and I know you. I've been counted yet.
Then the photo registration coming. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you so much. I think, yeah, so the number is there. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Thank you so much, Chief. Yeah, so let me get to the line, pin this call. Hello?
Yeah, good evening, Libon.
Yeah, good evening, Mom. How are you doing?
I just got a good. I want to say good afternoon to your studio.
Okay, that's good. So,
I'm speaking. I'm officially a woman.
Oh.
I tried to call you last time with your own show, but you read it one time. I didn't hear you.
Hey, man. Sorry, Mama. So, don't get yeah.
My problem here, you're thinking for the topic, but my problem here is I play my football on my own baby and day. I use my brother and I played them for 2 years and a half. I don't have money to clean inside. I want support. The person that you're talking with last time, please connect me with that person.
All right.
I want to clean in the cocoa. You can make document. I got a document. We make document. You clean that accept me. 4 years when you start paying the first one, the ticket and pay your debt, then we free.
All right. So just comment after the program, okay?
Okay, thank you. God bless you.
All right. So let me get to the line. Please, this other call. Hello.
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah. Thank God. Oh, man, I calling. I'm doing good, Mama. Thank God for loving you.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Language and sitting down there, monitoring and hearing, making use for what reason?
I don't know, but yeah. So sometimes there are some worries, but people just see like abuse. But hello. Yeah, good evening. What's your name and from where you joining us? Okay, go ahead. Yeah, about 9 EPS officers, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That report is still yet unconfirmed until because we know you can't just say it is confirmed until you get all your facts, everything.
This is why I said unconfirmed. Yeah, if it will be confirmed, it's not for our country. And both especially presidential security, it puts the entire country at risk if it will be confirmed. So let's pray to God that it should not be confirmed. Because security-wise, it is not good, not only the president, but for as a whole. It's not good for all. And you can imagine the people at the Arab war, the Arab war, we know what the Arab people can do.
Seriously. That will be bad for us as well, people. Thank you so much, Chief.
Bad for us as a country. It's not good.
All right, thank you so much. So let me get to the other call. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. What's your name and from where you joining us?
I just want to my teacher from America. I'm going from Tupelo. How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Oh, thank God for life.
Yeah, man. I mean, I follow you guys. Everything you guys, man. You guys are 100% right on point, man. I mean, this country is a disaster, you know. And like you guys said, the generation before us, I don't know what the future for them. For me, personally, I used to calm down. You know, I got a little organization going on. I mean, I deal with young boys and young girls. I can't try to educate them on things. You know, a lot of these young people in this country are blind to what's going on in the country.
Exactly.
So if I was able to do it to teach the young people, if we don't teach them, is that we're going to be in the same system. And they're going to be in the same system as we are in today. You know, it's like, you know, everything you guys are saying, you guys are 100% correct. You know,
we just want betterment for Liberia. That's all. If you are talking to me, I'm over here and every day because I want good for my Liberia.
Yeah, and you know, and everybody have that good heart as a good citizen. Like you love the country, you don't have to always complain if somebody says something that the administration is doing wrong. You have to complain for the two things in it. Okay, there's good and bad in every administration. But let's be fair and be real. You know, Liberians are suffering.
Exactly. And thank God that in fact that you say you just touching down and you are somewhere around the Dupo road. I don't know how you see the entire Dupo road and in fact the road, the carpet or let's say the sidewalk. I don't know how you see it because there are a lot of water, there are a lot of deaths all between there. I don't know where you seeing it.
To be honest, right now, I'm even sitting in my car because why? The same car system we're talking about, I don't really have a light.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, I see a bunch of roads are not even fixed. People complain when in the state report this little thing on the internet. Oh, yeah, the roads being fixed. Nothing is being fixed. People are in darkness.
So fake. So fake thing.
You got the problem, all right? This thing is just a short-term thing because I know for a fact these people are not going to pay their bills, and all that same country is going to shut Liberia off and we're going to come right back into the darkness. It's not just about this government.
That's the thing.
Okay? And when people say the truth, and they say, no. I mean, not to say that people don't have good or bad governances, but you know what? This country has come a long way that the generation ahead of us, imagine people who voted with this new thing also when 18, now they're 24. They haven't seen no change.
That's the thing with Liberia, because if you imagine since 2005, those that started voting since 2005 up to now, where is their life? How far their life gone? How far? My brother.
I've been dealing with those kids since 2014. You know what? I'll tell you, I'll be proud to say those kids, I have taught them. There have been a lot of changes in their life. They have their family. As a matter of fact, I even told them in Europe right now. Because of me.
You see that?
So I don't go bragging about it because I'm here to teach the young people.
Thank you so much. And I hope to even interact with you before you leave. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. I mean, when you guys are doing for you guys.
Okay, that's my number there. That's my personal number. So you can also call me. Then we're going to maybe start off from there, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, boss. So let me get to the line, pick this call. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, man, dear. How you doing? What's your name and from where you joining us?
Okay, this is Lawrence Lamo calling from Grand Kima County. So you see the opposition, I really listen to the show, it's very touching my heart. You know, people who pretend as an example to the people to know when people come here, independent Kennedy, when they have their party, they just want to find it.
My brother, 01 in new bottle. All of them, I say 01 in new bottle, yeah. We just taking now, couple of go care us.
The senator for Grand Kima County to stand down, who were at ANC Kennedy, people giving the power in 3 months time, enjoy the citizen. So where is the name you got? Senator for 9 years as opposition. What is the power for you join the Green Party to tell in a people?
Okay.
This thing is better you let know on the radio you can say me I'm really independent. Then if you decide to say I'm running for this party when I people want to vote for you must start pretending as opposition and they are on the ground.
So scan. Let me tell you, so scan. Thank you so much. So I don't know what my brother Steve, if you are there, but if you're not ready, then we just take female calls on 0770 20 31 25 or 0770 203125. But it has scan. Yeah, Steve, if you're back, and then we can continue from that. That's skin. The whole opposition better say no skin.
Let the caller say. Let the caller say. The issue of the opposition. That's skin. There was a lady that called and said, I don't know, are using words or whatever. That we actually never.
So your war is the adjectives are just too much.
Forget about that thing. But the one who listen, but the people who don't want to hear the truth, the raw truth. I said the president is a crook and a criminal. They don't want to hear that. But I will say it because I don't have no regret in saying that.
And let me say this to you, Steve. You know, when I went to
use it for business,
Steve, 1 minute. Steve, 1 minute. I went at my church. You know, today is first Saturday, right? So I went to my church this morning to go clean up. You know, and Mary Bro and our team they're using our church compound. So you know, when I was brushing this morning, I was thinking about God. If Mary Bro is the only person that can go somewhere and things work, then I think it's good that the leader we have should also be able to be in the same position. Because if you sit there as a leader and you sleep, and things are dormant on your regime, then you say the people criticizing you, the people complain about you, the people doing that, then I mean you don't do the right thing. So just I don't know what you just said, my brother. I think our leaders need to wake up. And I'm not wearing a coat suit. You wear a coat suit, you sit in the office, AC blow you, you get in your car, AC blow you, you go to your home, AC blow you. It's not it. It's not what Liberians are paying you for.
My man, Joia don't care because Joia was promised, Joia was told that they would ensure that he has 12 years. Simple. The man told you say he didn't do anything. And the man said, yeah, the man said he didn't do anything. The Liberian elected him. So the man could now with these same people that said that 12 year time. And Joia Howard Taylor told you say that they're time. The thing is that the people tell you exactly what's going on. What thing else we need to go around? And when you say it, then somebody can. I don't listen to the reaction there is people. I don't get time for that. You won't have serious discussion we're having. And when she finished saying that, she left the line because she didn't want to be questioned as to what was the. Because that's how they act. They come with distraction. They don't stay with it. So the thing was saying that you or that are the ones who discuss. Stop wasting your time. All the extra things. Don't think they're not important. So these are the people that they pay. They put small thing on their phone. They say call, and when you call, and then listen. I'm not here for that one.
So you don't want to say Dubai should be dark. That even up to now, all the street lights right here at the Dubai. I've been asking your friend about asking him which part of Dubai right now he is right now. Because no, we gotta be real. We have to be real in this country.
You even know that these boys, Joe, we are his boys. Let me tell you today, Joe, we are his boys. You have no clue. We fall down inside. Those men don't care. They're not worried about that. They already position all the other men around them that will be there for 12 years. When they finish, they recruit somebody else again to come and put there.
Nobody got a problem with that, right, yeah. Steve? Steve, you and I, we have no problem with anything. All we want is the better thing for Liberia. Look, put the system in place. Make sure that every part of Liberia is active, is benefiting from this economy that we all have. Because you can't do things like if you don't care. Even up to now, if my brother, most of the ministers, most of the government officials is here around today, they don't care. They don't care. They are still riding and they are still enjoying. They are still on the I don't know should I say on the arm of President Weah.
My man,
everything that they are enjoying today is because of President Weah.
My man, when you leave the show, the men call you know what they can tell you? My man, start giving you say harder. Liberia problem, that old age problem. You can't solve the problem, you'll not be able to fix it. Your leader criticize it, you can't, they'll get a small thing and let move on. That's what I would I'm telling you that what I would tell you, if you two you not focus, you not see where guess what? You go into the midst, they send you small thing, they get something on you, you can't talk. You can't criticize them now because we want to. Then they bring the receipt out that they have been sponsoring you or they've been doing that. And that's why I said openly the reason why I talk the way I talk and I say the way I say it. I don't owe nothing to anybody. I don't you know politician money before. I don't take nothing from no politician. I don't never call no politician or text them and say send me they want help me or they want to do that one. It's not going to happen. So
Steve,
when you're a crook, I'll call you a crook. You're a criminal, I'll
Steve,
call you a criminal. I don't care who
Steve,
you are.
Steve,
No,
for me, I have no regret. Let me be frank. Even I voted for the government, no problem. But I have no regret. But I will sit here and talk the real truth. You can say what you want to say. You can talk anything that you want to talk. But my brother, if Dupo Road is dark, I will talk about it. If the street lights are all off, I will talk about it. You can criticize. You say what you want to say.
We're not even going nowhere. Ain't have to use the lead business that scam. Ain't have to use that scam. The whole lead people making off. That's the hell of a scam again. Where? Oh yeah. The real story will come from here. Just watch. That scam. What did they make them do? So temporary things they do. They have no ability to do what is right. I'm telling you today, nothing against them. President George Weah will not do what is right. He doesn't have it in him to do what is right. And that is just the truth of the matter. If you like a game 24 years, it will be jealous.
Your men were even fighting over the budget business. I think they video yesterday. I don't really listen to that one.
Don't play it. Certain good, I guess certain things.
Your men were fighting hard. The men saying, if I want to be up to now, the president has the budget here. Yeah, that was the men fighting. Very interesting. So you see, so our people continue to suffer. If you go up interior law, Steve, you feel so terrible. Even look at the life right here in Monserrado, the capital city, Monrovia. Go Monrovia, go Central Monrovia and see. Up to now, people are still living in zinc houses. Up to now, people are still using the river. Even in district number 8, up to now, people are still using the river for latrine. People are still using it for toilet. Can you imagine? No, the system you live in, up interior, you come in the capital center and you can't see that kind of system. My brother, it's just so frustrating that we still by. No, for me, I don't want to know. Time for election, the people can go and vote whoever they want to vote for. Granted. If you like, you can bring the same government back. Granted. If you like, you can change Group A and bring Group B. We'll still talk. We'll still explain. We'll still tell you what the system is, what we're going through as a people. If it is good, we'll say, yeah, it's good. And let me be frank. Whether you like it or not, there are a lot of things that are happening. There are some things that is going good, and there are some things that are going bad. Look, by this time, as a people, we are living in the 21st century. To see us as a people still suffering from water, still suffering from electricity. So these are major things that you got to give your people. So if you can get your people water, you can get your people electricity, then who are you? Since 2005 up to now, we've gone so many years. So Steve, we got to go. Yes,
we got to go. Well, thank you. We'll get back with our people tomorrow, but we are back. My man, you going back to the chilling bin again, my man. Well, I will have to leave you because you're chilling too much for me.
Yeah, no, the problem was Steve, the way you just said that when man Liberia problem, my brother, and that's just the fact, my brother. Liberia problem is just so complicated. Liberia problems are just complicated to the extent that, my brother, you put it so almost like, I don't know, something that way somebody can call, but it's just so terrible. You put it so illegal, so you bring it so illegal, and it's bad. And the problem, the 3 branches of government, they know all. They know the problem that we face with. Even the Chief Justice, to talk about the judiciary taking pay and the other not taking pay. Sometimes I said no, but then you bring me back to another system that people won't care about their own people. No, you are the one that's supposed to interpret the law. You are the one that's supposed to interpret the law. Call your people and say, no, their law, this is the law. The people have to take their salary, be a civil servant, be a whosoever person that's in this country, they're supposed to take pay in time. But it's not only why you cry only for your people. So then that's the kind of people we are, my brother.
Yeah, let me make this last statement and we'll close on it. And when we say some of these things, people say, oh, you support a person, you support that person, and you are for the person, and you're that person, man. Means it is you. to the opposition, to the real oppositions. Don't, especially the CPP who said they were going to stage the rally. Don't give up staging the rally. Stage the rally. Today, today, the CDC government and other people went and got us on Zogos. And they say, these guys are criminally minded. And, and they say, the people from Maryland County are denouncing. These guys are crazy. Look, let me tell you something. To the CPP, your stage the rally. Let me tell you something. CDC will not do fine. The police will not do fine. Your stage the rally. This idea that rally or protest can now hold in our country. If you don't post up to it now, Liberia must get freedom of speech. CDC had rallies, they had protests, they had this, they had that. Y'all go right from the same stadium that they say you'll not do it. And y'all do it, and let's see what it will do. Let's see what it will do. They will not do fine. And if they try anything to every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. They don't want responsible for the peace of the country. So if they want to bring something that will bring noise, then y'all bring noise. I'm saying it. Then y'all bring noise. Because you know what? Enough is enough. Let President Joe, we all know that there are other Liberians that want to express themselves. It is the people's right. Nobody should infringe on your right and can tell you, oh, you can't do that when you can't host the protest, you take your money. Nobody might take no money. If that means that, I will take the money, I go back to that simply. You will not do nothing. If you try it, the town will be noisy. Next time when you move from there, you'll pull yourself together. What kind of nonsense is this? That you want to start people when you're ready sedition and you're to the street. You'll say you're having rally. How the hell you protest against yourself? You can protest. Nobody can get your heart on. When people want issues in the country, then you'll say no. They might not protest. You're finding all kind of way to honor my aid, making all kind of stupid noise. Are you kidding me? They tell you say like bro for CDC that you need to go ahead or somebody for no protest or you need to do the one for the do the one. The CPP must not back down from this. They must go toe to toe with them on it. They must not back down. My first time hearing somebody saying the other day, oh, Cummins is a law-abiding man and he's a law-abiding citizen. Oh, you knew you were a law-abiding citizen when he came in the court and you're around here calling him criminal defendant? He was not law-abiding citizen by that time. So he's law-abiding citizen now because you want to mesmerize him. That Cummins and sit down there and say they will let that thing go and, and they're diplomatic or whatever. You're dealing with criminal, then you must handle them. Look, you must handle these guys with force. If you don't, they will not back down. They will intimidate you and they will play you. And that's exactly what they're on. The CPP rally must hold. I don't care who calls that. I don't care who says what to me. The CPP rally needs to hold. And that's what it needs to be. Let the Liberian people come there and speak. Even if that one person will come there and talk, let them come there and talk. This nonsense is enough. What wrong now? Somebody want to protest and he's in there, man. I can't for rally again. You'll change your mind. Okay, say you'll change your mind. If I didn't change their mind, you'll be consistent on your own deal. You'll make sure the particular one hold. And it must hold. The rally must hold. Think or nobody go marry or to compromise anybody. And now COP thing and what they can go sit down in meeting with minister then or the other one. No. They want let it hold. And you'll make sure you'll bring the Liberian people out that day. You'll mobilize. You'll bring the Liberian people out. Fully people in my pass around temples what to do, what not to do. Are you serious? When they ready to, when Joe we are left from the country, he had permission and he told the boy he was leaving. He went, he extended his will across the country, miles and miles away. He told anybody he was leaving. Yeah, somebody can tell me, oh, you not respect the president. The president respect the constitution. You respect God. Go sit down somewhere without fully man. I'm saying President Joe is not serious. He is incompetent. He is inept, and he's enabling criminality in the country. I say so. Melbourne, thank you for the program.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be in touch. Thanks to our people for tuning in. We're working our way back. Gradually, we'll be back 100% and fully. Thank you.
All right, so for there you have it. I want to say many thanks to all of you for following this program. Join us again. That will be tomorrow by the grace of the Almighty